Hello there gaming fans, welcome back to the channel, and today we're diving into the ultimate top 10 horror games you absolutely need to play. From terrifying alien infestations to creepy haunted houses and nightmare-filled forests, these games will keep you on the edge of your seat. So let's count down to see which spine chiller takes the crown. Brace yourselves as things are about to get real creepy. In at number 10, Dead Space. In Dead Space, you play as Isaac Clarke, a spaceship engineer who's trapped aboard the USG Ishimura after it's overrun by horrifying necromorphs, alien creatures that once were human. It's a perfect blend of sci-fi and horror, combining claustrophobic environments, eerie silence, and terrifying jump scares. The isolated setting and psychological tension making every encounter feel like life or death. You'll have to carefully manage limited ammo and repair the ship while fending off nightmarish monsters. The atmosphere alone makes this a classic in survival horror. Number 9. Sons of the Forest. Sons of the Forest takes the survival horror genre to a new height with its intense open-world gameplay. You're stranded in the wilderness after a helicopter crash, surrounded by freakishly mutated creatures and otherworldly horrors. It's a dark, immersive experience that mixes survival mechanics with terrifying enemies. The creepy forest, unsettling atmosphere, and constant threat of attack will have you second-guessing every move. It's both beautiful and horrifying, and every night you survive feels like a miracle. Number 8. Outlast. Outlast is a first-person horror game that plunges you into the terrifying world of Mount Massive Asylum, a deranged facility full of demented patients and dark secrets. Armed with nothing but a night vision camcorder, you must navigate the asylum's labyrinth halls while avoiding the terrifying monsters that want nothing else but to rip you apart. The atmosphere is chilling, the story keeps you hooked, and the fact that you're defenseless just adds to the tension. Get ready for a terrifying, heart-racing experience where in every corner hides a new nightmare. In at number 7, The Evil Within 2. In The Evil Within 2, you are thrust into a twisted world full of grotesque enemies and eerie environments. You play as Sebastian, a former detective who's been looking for his missing daughter in a nightmarish realm created by the sinister STEM system. The game expertly blends psychological horror, grotesque visuals, and survival mechanics, keeping you constantly on edge. With a mix of creepy atmospheres, brutal combat, and heart-pounding chases, The Evil Within 2 is an adrenaline-fueled horror experience that doesn't hold back at all. Number 6. Five Nights at Freddy's, the original. There is something unnerving about animatronic animals. In Five Nights at Freddy's, you play as a nighttime security guard trapped in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where the animatronics come to life after hours. Armed only with security cameras and a limited supply of power, you must survive 5 nights while being hunted by these creepy mechanical creatures. The tension builds as you try to predict where they'll appear next, making every second feel like a heart attack waiting to happen. The atmosphere, the jump scares, and the lore all work together to create a truly terrifying experience. Number 5. Bloodborne. Bloodborne is a gothic horror masterpiece set in a nightmarish realm where eldritch creatures and grotesque monsters lurk around every corner. As a hunter, you must navigate this unforgiving world, battling enemies with brutal combat and using your wits to survive. The game's atmosphere is haunting, with unsettling audio design and terrifying creatures that seem to come straight out of your worst nightmares. The beauty of Bloodborne is that it captures the essence of cosmic horror while also challenging you with its intense difficulty. Every victory feels hard-earned, and the chilling world pulls you deeper with every step. Number 4. Resident Evil 2, 2019. The Resident Evil 2 remake takes everything great about the original and makes it even more terrifying. You play as Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield, trapped in Raccoon City, as the outbreak of the T-Virus turns citizens into vicious zombies. The modern visuals and immersive atmosphere make every encounter with the undead feel real and terrifying. The game perfectly balances resource management, combat, and puzzle solving. The feeling of being hunted by the relentless Mr. X, a near unstoppable force, will keep you on your toes. If you want a survival horror experience that masterfully captures the essence of fear, Resident Evil 2 is the game to beat. At number 3, Silent Hill 2. Widely regarded as one of the greatest horror games ever made, Silent Hill 2 plunges you into the foggy, eerie town of Silent Hill as James Sunderland, searching for his deceased wife. This psychological horror classic isn't about cheap jump scares. It's about disturbing imagery, unsettling sound design, and a story that crawls under your skin. The monsters that you face in Silent Hill 2 represent your own personal fears and guilt, making them deeply unsettling. The haunting, oppressive atmosphere makes every moment feel like an impending nightmare, and the game's twisted, ambiguous story will leave you thinking long after it's over. Number 2. Siren Blood Curse. Siren Blood Curse is a psychological horror masterpiece that tells the story of a group of people trapped in a cursed village. This Japanese horror gem is drenched in atmosphere and dread. You play as a group of survivors who must uncover the mysteries of the village while avoiding nightmarish creatures lurking in the shadows. What sets this game apart is its eerie sound design, disturbing imagery, and intense stealth-based gameplay. The game's pacing keeps you constantly on edge as you feel the sense of impending doom lurking in every dark corner of the village. If you love slow-burn immersive horror, Siren Blood Curse is essential. Finally, at number 1, Fatal Frame Project Zero. Fatal Frame takes the traditional horror formula and turns it on its head. Instead of guns or weapons, you use a camera, specifically the camera obscura, to capture and exorcise spirits haunting an abandoned mansion. The game's atmosphere is so thick with tension, you'll feel the cold touch of the ghosts just beyond your peripheral vision. The ghosts are relentless, and their movements can make your heart race as you try to snap the perfect shot before they devour you. It's a terrifyingly original take on horror with a deeply unsettling story that will stick with you long after the credits roll. And that is it for the top 10 essential horror games that you must play. Each of these titles brings something unique to the table, from heart-pounding jump scares to deeply unsettling atmospheres. Which games will you play first? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the list, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more amazing content.